This is Susie. She's 7 months and a week old. We have about 600 yards of tracking shoe line out. It's 24 hours old. Sit. Stay. Stay. It's 24 hours old, almost to the minute. The first half of the line, first 2/3 of the line, his blood starts every step and it fades away to every 30 or 40 steps. Then it goes to no blood at all. Had a little bit of rain over the last 24 hours. Nothing heavy, but probably a quarter to a half inch. Nah, I don't think a half inch, maybe a quarter inch of rain, but it's always been drizzle, nothing real heavy. Surprise note, I suspected for the last couple days. No. Sit. Stay. Good girl. I suspected for the last week or so that she might be coming into heat, and sure enough she is. I noticed when I put the harness on that she's puffed up and bleeding, so she's in heat. I don't think it'll affect her, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Okay, girl. The line goes to the right of those ribbons. I'm purposely starting her at an angle. I squirted a bunch of blood out that way. You can see where I hit the hooves in here. Where'd he go, girl? Find him. Find him, girl. I squirted a bunch of blood there, like simulating the arrow going out, and then hoof prints go that way with just a little bit of blood. So that's quite interesting. Nice start. Can't complain about that. Good girl. I walked right down the middle of this fence row here. I mean this corn row, and most of the blood I squirted right along the edge. I see her checking some of that out. I'm assuming that's probably blood she's checking out. Well, so we know 24 hours is nothing. We've done 18 hours a couple days ago. Okay, that was blood every 5 or 6 feet up to this point, and now I go every 5 or 6 steps. But the trail is still in here. That double ribbon indicates I made a change in the track of the way I put it down. Okay, you see the dog slow down a little bit there for a moment. We'll see if she picks it back up, speed-wise. And it goes to every 10 steps at this ribbon here, these ribbons here. Good girl. As I said, blood's about every 10 steps here, so she's working tracking shoes, certainly, right now. Up here at this next ribbon, the trail comes out of this row and goes catty-corner from that next ribbon across a couple rows to underneath that tree branch where the ribbon is. Got a little distracted there. That's a real common move for her, where she'll go over 3 or 4 or 5 feet, go back about 15 or 20 feet, and then come back into the line. I'm not sure what this disturbance is. That might have been a deer or something went through there. I don't know. That seems to have distracted her. So right here it goes off out of this row and goes to the left. I'm just going to walk with her, let her figure it out. See what happens. She goes over there. The wind is just slight breeze coming this way. I dropped the line there. I'm going to just let her work this check. Oh, that's the line there, I'm sure. You can see I went right there. Boy, this is nice work. When I decided to try a beagle out of serious field trial lines, well, she's field trial gun dog brace, which didn't mean a lot to me until somebody explained it to me, but which means she's bred for field trials, but also for hunting, for sure. Breeder of this line did a lot of serious hunting, rabbit hunting with his dogs, besides going to field trials. I was worried that the cold lines, old cold lines, wouldn't interest her, but you can see it certainly does. It's a 24-hour line. The track goes right down through here now. This is a different kind of terrain that she's never really been in. Let's see what happens here. And there's this deer trail through here. I'm going to let her work this out herself. Unless she goes too far. There, she's coming back. Good. Track goes right through there. See what happens. That's the track right there for sure. Underneath there I stood for sure. Probably I put a squirt of blood right there at that little turn. I don't really remember for sure, but most likely I did. That's a hoof print right there. Good girl! From my shoes. Good girl. I kind of wondered what she'd do with the line over there where it's a little, she had to push through the brush. Would she work out here where it's easy going, knowing it's over there? Or push through the brush? Let's see what happens. She goes along here. You can see she knows it's over there. Interesting. And she said, why would I want to push through that brush? I can just parallel it. I'm not that dumb. Good girl. Again, the line's actually right over here. At this point, I was squirting blood about every 20 steps, I think. Some of these places I might have walked in the dead center middle of this. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I was. Here I was walking in the very middle. I am really liking this dog, that's for sure. I think we're going to find a lot of deer this fall with this dog. I think I'll use old Jackie Boy for the easier ones that we know aren't going to be too far. I'll end up using her, I think, a lot on the hard ones. This dog will allow me to take a lot of calls that I didn't take with Jack because I just knew they were beyond his ability to settle down and concentrate. He's going to eventually get to be pretty good, and he finds deer now, but there's lots of stuff I don't take with him that I know there's a dead deer out there. I just don't take it because he probably wouldn't find it. This year, though, he was a lot better than he was last year, that's for sure. And give him a couple more years, I think he'll be pretty darn good, but That's not my favorite way to train a dog. A couple more years. Okay, there's a right-hand turn here. Just gonna go with her. Turns right out that way. I'm gonna walk past the check so I don't influence her to know to come back to me. It goes straight out here. I'm sure I put a squirt of blood there. You've heard me say it in my videos before, I like to put a squirt of blood or extra couple kicking in of the hooves right at the turn to remind the dog when it realizes it's off the line to come back to the last known spot. And my idea being that heavier scent put down, the dog comes to their memory quicker. Just drop that leash, comes to their memory, and they go back to that heavy spot, which is where they actually lost it. And you can see there's a kind of a deer trail here too, so I kind of purposely put the turn there. That deer trail is kind of really more left over probably from when this corn was up. See, she hits it now. That's it right there. Good girl. If you've been watching my videos, I shouldn't even say this out loud because that'll make the dog mess up probably, but if you've been watching my videos, one of the issues I had with her that luckily has been just going away by itself, very little help from me, is where she's on the line and she just, for whatever reason, leaves the line and shows a whole lot of interest in some other stuff, really in an investigative checking out way, not a locked in distracted way, and then comes back. And up till now, of course she just did it there a moment ago as I was started to talk about it, up till now in this track she hasn't done it at all, and that was really minor. I'm not sure where the trail goes here. Oh, I know it goes down this way now. That's right. Yep, I remember now. It goes over there to that ribbon right here. Looks like she's got it again. This goes kind of diagonally through the rows, and you can see it goes diagonally through the ends of these rows. A little bit of wind coming right the way she's going, right here, this way. Very little, I mean talking 2 miles an hour. Pretty sure that was a turn that she just checked, went back to. Again, I probably had a squirt of blood there. And there's a right through here somewhere. Now we're seeing some of that unnecessary sniffing around that I was talking about. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt here for a little bit longer, not much. No! Come on, back to work. Back to work, Susie. Come on. Come on, Susie. Track. Track. Find it. Good girl. Yeah, that was just too much. He's not on the line now either. No, come on. Track. Find it. Find it, girl. Track. Where'd the deer go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Come on, Susie. Let's go. Not sure exactly where the line is, but it's right in here somewhere. I remember going through here. Pretty sure she might have it again. I remember this bare dirt. There's not much blood here. This is all just hoof print scent at this point. Probably every 20-30 feet, 20-30 steps at this point. And after this turn, I'm pretty sure I have the turn mark with 3 ribbons, meaning no blood at all after this turn, except maybe on the corner that's up there. I think her mind's back on the track now. Yeah. See that little loop back? Gotta pay a little bit more attention, but I think she always loops left. I can't say I actually ever seen her loop right. To pay attention to the wind a little bit more often. I'm going to make myself a note of that when I watch this video. If she loops into the wind or if she always just loops left. I'll have to figure that out. I stopped her there. She keeps going down that row, she's going to hit the line again, right up in here somewhere. I'm very sure that's not the line up there. The line's over here somewhere. Susie, come on. Come on, girl. Find it. Find it, girl. I thought she had it here for a moment, but obviously she didn't. She's searching. I'm going to go with her to search back because we had it in here. I'm pretty darn sure it came through here somewhere. Right up in through here. Betcha if I look close I can see track and shoe prints. Can't tell for sure. No! No! Track! Find it! Find it, girl! Find it! I think I remember going by these droppings right here. Almost sure I do. Right there, those droppings, they're old. Which would make sense because I was parallel in that row. For whatever reason, there's a dead spot in here. Let's see if we can get through it. Where'd he go? The wind now is drifting this way. I'm thinking about advancing up and just cutting into the line and letting her relocate it, but I'd like her to recover it where she lost it if she can. We'll see what happens. There's that loop back again. Where'd he go? I'm going with her here because I believe she is searching. And she's not just farting around smelling randomly. She's still trying to relocate it. I'm letting her loop back again. Oh, forgot to take that flag down over there. I'm going to let her go all the way back. I'm going to see what she's doing. Let's see if she goes back here. I'm sort of glad that flag's there. I know where that came across now. Let's see what she does when she hits that line that she did originally come up here. What she does. This will be interesting. We're getting to it here soon. Right there will be, yep, that's it. Yep, right lined up with that. I'm glad I left that flag there. I don't remember how far I came up. I guess I came up to right in here somewhere. Yeah, right about in here it was. Somewhere in here, yeah. I came up into here. Yep, I did, definitely. Because I came up into here and then paralleled here in these end rows. I stopped her there. I think she's convinced that it's in her mind that that track ends up there. I'm going to pick her up and go in front of it. Hopefully she can, if she turns around and goes that way, I won't have to, but if real soon here I might have to just pick her up and go down there. Yeah, she's back trailing now. She's working her way back. She's working her way back to the line. She's thinking about the trail, that's for sure. That should be the trail right in there. Yep. Hey, Susie, huh? Let's go up to where we had last blood, okay? We had some blood up here, okay? Let's go up here, see what we can find. See what we can find, girl, okay? Let's search out in front of where you lost it, okay? Good girl, huh? Good girl. You know you had it up here. So which way's the wind blowing for us? Pretty much no wind, maybe into our head. Let's go up here and see what we can find. Okay? Okay, girl. Search. 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 Find it. She doesn't actually know a search command. Search. I don't think those are my hoof prints. Not sure. I have the ground disturbed pretty good at this turn. See what happens here. Good girl. Good girl. Go straight up through here. That's good. So I guess we just can say she lost it there for whatever reason and concentration got broke, and I don't know. Better leave one here just in case. Let you do it. I'm doing now. Thought she had that. She's a good 10, 12 feet off the line. See what happens as she comes back over here. She should hit the line there pretty soon. Yep, that's the line. From here, straight up through. Good. I never saw anything before in her tracking like we had over there, where she just got so discombobulated. I have to believe, I think it has more to do with her maybe coming into heat, you know, than the fact that it's a 24-hour-old track and shoe line that's been rained on a little bit, because this is the same thing here. There's no blood at all here, I'm 100% sure, and she's having no trouble with it now. So I think her concentration just got broke by that distraction when she got a little distracted off the line, and I scolded her a minor bit, And I've done that before, and she didn't have no trouble with it. So I'm going to, for now, I'm going to chalk that up to being in heat. Because clearly she's having no trouble recognizing the older line. Good girl. He's cooking right along now. This turns right up here. And then it changes rows a couple times. It goes to the right and then it goes back to the left. But it's goes right down there. See what happens. She goes off the end. Something spooked her. I think the leash itself spooked her. You can see where I kicked in right there. I don't know if I put blood here or not, but it don't matter. She's motivating down this row. Perfect. I figured this would be easy in this green stuff when I walked down this green stuff. Yeah, that's easy tracking. That's what I'm talking about. She does for no reason, but that, you know, that little bit like that's not no big of a deal. Oh, there's an interesting spot up here where it goes to kind of bare dirt and somewhat aged turkey manure. There was a turkey manure stockpile here for a couple of weeks, but it got spread. It's a month old. It's turkey manure left over from Christmas, which was over a month ago when they took the turkeys out of the turkey house for Christmas dinner. Goes almost straight across. You'll be able to see the hoof prints as we go across here. Because this ground was soft. It's above freezing now. It's 50 degrees or close to 50 degrees. Scent picture changes when we come out of that green stuff into this. This doesn't have a real strong smell. The ammonia is kind of evaporated out of it. Gotta kind of look for my hoof prints. I pounded a couple in so I could really see them. Goes right up here to that other ribbon. Just, I think it's to the left of these tracks. Yeah, the left of these tractor tracks. I did not put any blood out here. I knew this would be a big challenge. Obviously she lost it out here with the scent picture changing, and being the good dog that she is, she's going back to where she had it before, which was coming right out here. I'm not going to let her work this too hard. I'm going to go on the other side of it as if this was a pond or something and we had to go to the other side. I'm not going to let her waste a lot of energy. She's already worked pretty darn hard for a 7-month-old dog. Yeah, it came right through here. Good girl. I seen a hoof print right there. She put her nose in it. That's a hoof print right there from my shoes. Oh yeah, she's figured it out. There's another one from my shoes right there. Oh yeah, look at that. What a good dog that is. Oh man, I love this dog. That's some good stuff what you just saw there. That's some real good stuff. Yep, that's hoof print from me too, right there. Beautiful. Okay, good girl, Beth. Let's watch it. What I also like about this, that was a big problem over there. Lots of issue there. Okay, let's see what happens here. This turns, big kick in there, no blood. You saw her. And I'm just going to go right off the end with her, see what happens. Okay, she's way past the end of the line now. I haven't done anything to stop her yet. And she's coming back. Yeah, that was pretty darn far. It was up there. I picked the ribbon up. She's working her way back. Notice back and working her way to the left. That was into the slight wind. She had it real good coming through there, and she drifted. She drifted and got suckered into going pretty fast and went pretty far off. Now the line goes straight over here and then goes down over there, so if she turns left here, I have to go with her because she's picked up the other part of the line. The trail's in, she's in the row where the trail is. I gotta let it go. She didn't follow the actual path, but in her working of the check, she picked up the next leg. There she goes. That was good work too. She's motoring. There's now a left-hand turn right here. I kicked that in with no blood. Let's see what happens. It just makes a little dog leg over there. This time she searched to the right. What did we get, about 20 feet away? She went off the line here and right up in there. She realized she didn't have it. Now she's searching. Line's back there. Boy, I got a lot to work with here. I can do a lot of good training till hunting season. It's only February 4th today. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Got 7 months. That's a lot of good time. That was a little inefficient. If she'd have kept that circle going, she'd have retaken the line she already had. I wish she would have searched out like that, straight ahead, when we lost it over there. I'm going to cheat a little bit and walk back. influence her search a little bit, although I don't think with her, I don't think it makes too much difference. Yeah, I think she saw me moving there. I like that she searched ahead there. I thought first minute she was just going to screw around, but she searched ahead and turned herself back around. That was a little hard for me to let her go that far, but I'm starting to get pretty much confidence in this dog already. Now she's working wider than she did when she came around here before. Let's see if she makes this circle bigger and hits the original line, which then should bring her into the turn. That's the original line right there. You came right down this row. Probably if I had my hand on the leash, we would have been going slower. I don't think she'd have got this far off this line. As she did, she wouldn't have got that far past the corner. This is the part where she ran originally. When she went off the line, she was going pretty fast. She ran. She's at my feet here, and that's why I try to not stand on the line. I don't want the dog to find the line at my feet in training. I'm going to physically stop her now. Just not telling her nothing. I'm just not giving her any more leash to go that direction. She's checked that way enough. I stopped her from going that direction anymore. That direction over there, she's looked enough. She needs to be more thorough and check around in here where she hasn't checked yet, which will find her the line. I stopped her again there. No correction, no jerk on the leash, just stop the leash. So she'd search someplace else. Right now, I'm wishing I would have had some blood on that turn. I kicked it in good, though. I kicked 2 or 3 good kicks with the heel of the tracking shoe right on the turn. I stopped her again there. I got a little bit of wind coming this way that could help us. I mean, real little. 1 mile an hour. You can see the ribbon's not even hardly moving. Barely. I'm going to psychologically help a little bit by stepping that direction. There's the kick in right there. Good girl. Good girl. That's the one we want. I don't know why she's not looking that direction, for God's sakes. Oh, great. Now she smelled my clothespin. Well, that should take her right over. It's right over there. She turned herself around there. to that shakeout there. I'm going to guess that's a little bit of frustration on her part. Well, if I ever, when I should say if, when I get the back tracks with her, she's certainly going to understand how to find the back way out. She has a clear tendency to look for it in the back, but I want her to look forward and left and right a little more efficiently. The forward here was good. But the left side, where's my ribbon? I lost track of where the turn is. Oh, up there. That's right. We're over here. Trail's over there. Trail came down here and then turned left. She's looked all down in there and she's been back here twice. Oh, here's the turn. Okay, that's where it goes to. Got it. Good girl. This is sort of the same as what happened earlier, where concentration got broke, probably when she ran down this line. I didn't have a leash in my hand. Okay, turned right there. It should be pretty easy here because it's green. Although maybe the track isn't. I actually think it still comes over here more. Yeah, it does. That's right. She's correct. That ribbon was straight up. I came over here pretty far. Trying to see my ribbons at the end. I can't see the paint, but it's in one of these rows. I don't know which. The dog will have to tell me. Oh, okay, I see. That was just a marker coming across. It's down this green. Okay, good. It's right down this row here. I'm going to get off the turn. You can see my kick in there. I'm going to put this marker back. Goes right down that green. Good girl. Good girl, Susie. Okay, now we're moving again. Good girl. This would be a nice strong ending for her. There was one of those little, well actually that stuff's pretty smelly. I think that's what sucked her over there. I just smelled the manure smell pretty hard there myself. And we're 15 feet away from the end. Here it comes. Oh, good girl, Susie. Good girl. Good girl, huh? Oh, my goodness. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, yeah. That's my girl. Good girl. I have the meat side up because I have some meat hanging out ready off the line that she can chew on. Good girl, Susie. Okay, well, that was pretty good. Well, certainly I have no trouble with her smelling 24 hours. That's for sure. Good girl. And we'll keep increasing the time. I'm going to do a 36, way shorter though, just to check for scenting ability. That's my next step. I'll do maybe 300 yards, 36 hours. Thanks for watching, and hope you appreciate the dog's progress as much as I do. Bye-bye.